Hey, it's Mark here again from Fine Woodworking. Ready to start part 6 of this build on the rocker cradle. What we're going to be doing today is shaping more of the back legs and the front legs, and just using some more hand tools and the bandsaw. But alright, what I'm doing here is on the full size leg on the right, the back right leg, from the outside I'm measuring 1.25 inches and then drawing a line, and that's between the arm and the seat joints, but I also do it on the lower part of the leg and up between the armrest and headrest. And I will take that portion of wood out on the bandsaw just to narrow those portions so it'll be easier to shape with the hand rasp. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. It just looks nicer that way, and it's a lot easier for you to shape when you cut out those portions. But yeah, I saw people really like that last video. I doubt it was my voiceover, but the content, I enjoyed working on the cradle portion and getting those slots routed out. Yeah, here we are. We're drawing up the lines on those. You want to match both legs up, the right and the left. Left is just the upper portion. Again, you know how that leg got split. And I'm going to do that on the left leg on the upper and the lower. And then I don't know if I have video of shaping the front legs, but they're pretty much similar to what we'll do on the lower portion of the back legs with the hand rasp. So alright, so here I am at the bandsaw. Yeah, I got that guard up a little high, but it's because the shape of it's a curved leg, so you'll go up. So you got to kind of have some clearance. But trying to make a curve with a 1/2 inch blade can be a little difficult, but you'll chop it out eventually. But I enjoy that bandsaw. I could afford that one. 14-inch bandsaw. I probably talked about it already, but from Grizzly, I really enjoy it. Yeah, here I am getting on that line, and that is on the inside of the leg. That's the right back leg, and that's the inside of it that I'm cutting out to ease that and make it a little more narrow. And then you'll see me shaping them with the rasp. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos. Again, if you I hate to ask, this, but I guess every YouTuber is that, if you could subscribe or like and comment on this. I'd really appreciate some comments on this. See how I'm doing, what do you think of it, what you might want to see more of, or what I could stop doing or something. I'm just trying to learn this YouTube thing. But you see how the leg goes up because it's curved. That's why you need that guard up a little higher. Alright, so here are the legs. You can see how they've been reduced on those sections, the leg part, lower leg between the arm and the seat, and the upper portion. And yeah, just to get them a little more narrow. Look at them. Here I'm working on the left or right front leg, the full size front leg. And this is a side profile that you cut on any Maloof rocker. You're going to cut those portions out to narrow it down and shape it. But we're going to do something different on this leg that Scott Morrison designed, and I really like it. But you'll see it after I get done with cutting this. But a lot of people, when they build these Maloof rockers on the front legs, they're straight. If you see the side profile I'm cutting out, but from the front they'll be straight, and they will take them and put them on the lathe and round them off that way. And I think my first rocker I did that, But once I got my rasp from France, I just prefer to shape those by hand to a circumference, and it's peaceful. Rasp just eats it away, and I really enjoy it. You know, like I said, the joy is in the journey, and I enjoy that. Everyone to each his own, but I just like shaping with that rasp. So I will shape those to the circumference with the rasp, and it comes out really nice. When I was in Costa Rica, I actually built a shaving horse, and I would take the front legs out there and put them in the shaving horse and just enjoy. I think I was sitting under a mango tree, enjoying a good cup of Costa Rican coffee and just shaping these. And we lived up on the side of a volcano near a national park, and it was just really peaceful. But yeah, hey, whatever you like to do, that's what you should do. But yep, here I am. Okay, so here's where I cut out the side profile, but now I want to flip it over and I'm going to put a front profile on it that's not going to be straight. So I need those pieces I cut off from the leg on the side profile. I need to tape them back on. What's this for is, if you ever saw when building Queen Anne furniture, the cabriole legs on a bandsaw, you'll cut out one profile and then you'll tape back those sections cut off and then flip it to its side, and that gives you a flat surface to cut upon. It's a whole lot easier that way. Really enjoy it. And it was easy enough, but yeah, that's what you want to do if you want to cut two profiles on the leg. Doesn't drop the piece there. Yeah, if you want to cut two profiles on a leg, a front and a side, you're going to have to choose which one you'll do first, and then save the cutoff pieces, and then you tape them back on, and then you'll cut it on the bandsaw from the other side. So that's how we do it. All right, I think I got my profile now. Yeah, on the full leg, there we go. That is the front profile that you would see from the front, and Scott Morrison designed this, and it's actually a curved instead of a straight leg, and it really looks nice on the rocker. And so I thought, wow, I'm gonna enjoy doing that. I'm gonna go on the other lower front leg, but I realized I gotta flip this over. It's on the opposite side. So there we go. Now we just gotta get that on there and cut them out on the bandsaw. Okay, if I get out of the way, you could see this. But yeah, there we go. Now you're looking at the front of the leg, and so it's curved. And so like I said, those pieces that I taped back on give you a nice flat surface on your bandsaw table to cut on. Now once you cut that first section off, you kind of got to hold those pieces in because you just cut off the tape on that one side. But they still stay in, and you'll see how it cuts off. Okay, you see how that tape's been cut off? You gotta hold it's still taped on, but it can slip a little easier. Just keep pressure on it, and you see it come off, and then those pieces I taped back on will be off, and you'll see the profile of the entire leg. Yep, you see how it slipped up top there? Alright, there, pieces come off. But they didn't put in the camera in front. Sorry about that. You'll see it's in there's a full-size right front leg. All right, so there's the profile of the front legs looking from the front. You see how it curves underneath there? I really like that curve. It adds a little something to those legs. Now, here I am on these front legs and on the back legs on the bottom as well. Once you get them both profiles cut and it's a square piece, you're going to want to make sure you find the center for drilling for the dowels. Once you round it, it gets a little more difficult, so make sure you mark out that center so you can drill for those dowels before you shape the legs. And you can do that on the front and the back. Now, Scott Morrison and Sam Maloof, I believe, there's something different when attaching the rockers, and once we get there, we'll look at that, the differences. But Charles Brock does a different one, and I kind of follow his. And I think I'm going to do that with this one just because of the nature of the legs, especially that lower front left leg. But you'll see that when we get to it. Okay, here I am with my trusty old rasp from France. Man, I love that thing. I was thinking about, I don't know if I said this, but I think I bought that back in 2011. So I've had that thing for 15 years now, and it still just hogs out the material. So you're going to want to shape certain parts of the chair. What's called, you round it over, you create a soft line. If you keep it hard, you create a hard line. That's what Maloof rockers are known for. The sculpting is you see hard lines and soft lines. And so on this is the full size leg on the right, the back. And right there, I am rounding over the outside rear corner. That needs to be a soft one. And then you're going to round over the inside front corner of that leg as well. And that really looks nice once you get that leg attached to the seat and you shape it correctly and you round over that inside front corner of that leg. It literally looks like a tree growing out of the seat. Something shaking the table too much, something fell off. And I just like to hug it like that and look down it and see the shape that I'm getting. It really doesn't take that much. You could use a hand router. I think it's a 1/2 inch round over, but again, like I said, I really love working with this rasp. It's just so much fun, and that's why, again, we're back to joy is found in a journey, and I'm having so much fun building these chairs for people. And it doesn't take me that long. You get proficient at this. And, when you're first starting out sculpting, you might get a little nervous about it. Oh, I don't want to mess this up. But, it's a sculpture. People may say, hey, I want them perfect. Well, perfect is subjective. Nobody knows what perfect is. It's impossible to attain. What's perfect for one person won't be for another. So just enjoy it and have fun, shaping that wood. I mean, God made this wood. It's beautiful in its natural state, but then we get the ability to take it and maybe not turn it into as beautiful as a tree, but into something beautiful that is useful. That's why I like making rocking chairs. I love chairs. There's something about them, with other pieces of furniture, a dresser. Okay, here I'm on I think that's the rear left leg. And now I started rounding. I will just whittle away each corner until I see a nice circumference on this. But anyway, with regards to furniture, you can build a dresser, some Kumiko art like I build, and other bookshelves and stuff, and they're great. But they're there. A chair, you get to engage with the furniture. You touch it, you feel the curves, you feel some of the imperfections. And so it's just a real great experience. You get to experience the furniture. All right, so as you hear the music coming, this video is coming to an end. I know there wasn't much, just the legs, but hey, it's coming along now. I think next video we're going to start attaching some of these legs and maybe work on those spindles for the cradle portion. But hey, again, thanks for your support. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, enjoy your journey. Thanks for watching. Take care.